Hey, hi guys. Welcome to another episode where I try and simplify pet travel when you're traveling with your pets into or out of India. Today's topic that we're going to be talking about is about microchip, specifically microchips that go into, pet microchips typically. Some of the questions that I want to try and address, and this is something that we have had a lot of people asking, saying what is a microchip, where is it implanted, is an operation required for this microchip, is it a very painful procedure, are there any side effects to this, what information is stored on this microchip, is it a GPS powered, can I track my pet by this microchip, is it mandatory when I'm traveling with my pet into or out of India, right? This and a few such ones. So in today's topic, I'll try and address all this, and maybe if you guys have any questions, you can drop it in the comments below, and I'll try and answer that as well. Great. My name is Anand. I'm the founder of Anvis Inc. This is a platform where we connect pet parents to verified pet professionals. I'm also the founder of Anvis Pet Relocation, where we help pet parents when they have to travel with their pets into or out of India. Also founder of a pet academy called Alpha, where we train certified aspiring pet professionals who want to get into the pet space, right? So today's topic, like I said, is going to be about microchip. First question, I think this is a very commonly asked question: what is a microchip? Now, instead of telling you what is a microchip, let me try and show you what is a microchip. How does it look like? I don't know if you guys can see this. I hope it's focusing on this. There you go, right? So that is a microchip. Now, your microchip is typically, it is just a rice, it's the size of a rice grain, right? It may look slightly bigger, but it's not as big. It is a size of a rice grain. What does it do? Basically, this has a number in it, right? It can have, there are different standards, but typically the one that we use is called ISO 11784-785, and it is 134.2 kilohertz, right? So that's a frequency that this microchip can be read at. Now, that's all it carries. At the moment, that's all it carries. It's got this number, and this gets implanted into the nape of your neck of your dog or cat. Right? So usually the microchip comes in a packaging like this. Right? This is the packaging. It will have stickers on it, and the sticker will have the microchip number. You will see that this is a microchip number. Now this is an ISO 11784-785, which means it will have 15 digits, numeric digits. And this particular microchip, the rice grain, will have that 15 digits inside this. And it can be detected by, like I said, like a certain frequency. Now, how do you get this frequency? By using a scanner. Now, this is what we call as a universal scanner. It is by a company called Home Again. I would very highly recommend this. We've been using this for a very long time in our relocation moves. Excellent scanner. Now, how do we detect this? And I'll just show you like a little simple demo. All right. So you start this. Let's say we have this microchip here, right? And then there you go, right? So it says no ID found. Let me make it 0. There you go. Right? Can you see that? This is your microchip number that is there. That's how it reads it, right? It reads it by a frequency, right? That's a microchip. Now, where is this microchip implanted? Like I said, it is implanted in the nape of your neck. Let me take my trusted demo dog. Let's call him Tyson. So Tyson needs to get a microchip implanted. What do? You go to your vet, or if you have a KCI certificate for your dog, they will give you something like this. This, I think, is a KCI. It comes in from the KCI certificate, so they'll give you this. This packaging will come with you. Go to your vet. Please do not try to implant the microchip yourself, because it requires expertise, right? It's not as simple as putting it. You don't want to cause any kind of harm to your pet while you're trying to do this, right? So it comes in this packaging. If you do not have a KCI certificate, don't worry. Most well-known vets will have the microchip. You just need to go ask them for it. This is the packaging, right? And if you remove the packaging, this is how it looks, right? It will be inside a syringe, kind of a thing. Syringe comes in with, let me just keep pricing down here for a second. Syringe comes in with like a safety lock and a cap, right? So once you remove this, that's your syringe, right? It does look a little big. Does it hurt when you implant the microchip into your dog or cat? Yes, there is going to be a little bit of a pain, but that's why I'm saying let your vet handle it, because they will suggest sometimes that maybe you need to shave a little bit of the fur, or maybe sometimes they will say that we probably do local anesthesia or something like that, but that's what it is. Now let me just show you how it works. So let's say I've just removed the safety thing, and once they implanted your microchip, let me see if it comes out, right? That's your microchip that comes out, right? That's what it is, right? And so the process is this. Typically the vet will here, right? Usually this is the part that they will do. They'll lift the skin here, or if they'll shave, they'll do that, and then they'll implant it here, right? They'll push it in. Again, I reiterate, please do not try this on your own. It is not as simple as it sounds. It will require you to go to a vet to do this, right? Now, as a process, most vets will scan the microchip, and if they don't, please request them to scan the microchip before it is implanted. You want to make sure your microchip is reading and in good condition before it is implanted. So what I mean by that is, let's say you have this, use your scanner, right? Let's say it is there, and then you just read searching, right? So sometimes it will not pick it up very quickly. You just need to zero it, you press it, hold it. Sorry, let me see. Right, there you go. So this is the microchip, this is the number on this particular microchip, right? That's how it is done. Right, let me just quickly demonstrate this with another one. You do it, you make it 0, press it, hold it, and you need to sort of see if it can read it. Right. There you go, right? You hear the beep and then it picks up the thing, right? So it will take some time, because sometimes what happens is where you implant the microchip, sometimes the microchip will move. So if you have implanted the microchip here for Tyson, when you're scanning, it's exactly like this, right? It'll take some time before it can pick it up. So make sure you scan completely, right, under the collar, even though you implanted here, because microchips tend to move. There have been cases when we have found the microchip in the chest area, right below. So make sure that you can scan there also, just to make sure. So process is this, right? Scan, if your vet, right? Vet will scan the microchip while the microchip is in the packaging. Implant, after implanting, make sure it is scanned. And with every time that you go to a vet for your checkup and things like that, vaccination, whatever, just ensure that the microchip is reading and everything is all right. Now, has there been chances, so it will move, but is there any other things in terms of, will the dog fall sick and things, the dog or cat, will they fall sick or something? Very, very, very few, right? We have seen puppies and kittens getting microchip implanted as young as even like 4 months and stuff, and it stays for life. There's nothing that needs to go in to keep the microchip going, so it's for life. We have scanned dogs and cats at even 14, 15 years, and the microchip have been reading. It's important to know what kind of scanner, because like I said, there are certain scanners will read certain frequencies, some such scanners will not read certain frequencies. So ensure what is the standard of microchip that you're having, and your scanner should be compatible. So this is a universal scanner which is downward compatible, which means it can read even 125 kilohertz, 128 kilohertz. It can read the ISO 134.2 also. Right. What information is stored in this? The microchip just has your 15-digit number. So once the number goes in, then Tyson is now identified. Tyson has got the microchip. He's identified with that 15-digit number. And then all your especially when you're traveling, all your health documents will have that microchip number, because this is a tamper-proof thing. Not very easy to remove a microchip. It doesn't fall off. It's not like a collar, or it's not like those identification tags and things like that. So everything is connected. Vaccination records, everything is connected by this microchip number only, right? So it's very important that especially for dogs and cats that are traveling, ensure your microchip is the right one. It's scanned before, scanned after, and then you're scanning it at every point till the pet travels. What other information is there? Like I said, your health certificates get connected to the microchip number. However, there are microchip database, private databases that are available. A lot of databases are run by companies who manufacture microchips themselves, right? So you can register Tyson, his vaccination records, your name, your details, so on and so forth. So just in case that you find somebody, for some reason, right, Tyson decides that today he wants to just go on a stroll, independent stroll, he jumps over, or somebody's left the gate open, he walks out, somebody finds him, they scan the microchip, they found out the number, and then if they can check with the database will notify you saying that Tyson is with this person. But he has to be registered in the database for all this to happen. Otherwise, it is just a number that is there. But it also helps, when we're looking at ownerships and things like that. Is it a GPS tracker? Can you track Tyson's movements by this microchip? No, you cannot do that, right? Because it doesn't have any power in it. It's only a scanner that has got batteries, and it's just frequency that is reading. So it is not a GPS tracking device, right? Just be aware of that. Like I said, as far as travel is concerned, it's important that all pets coming into or going out of India need to have a microchip. Although some countries will say that maybe it is not. I highly recommend, as a pet relocation specialist, I highly recommend that you get your pet's microchip, because even at airports or wherever, if a pet is found, because everything gets at it, there could be 5 Tysons that could be traveling at that same point in time, right? And it's very difficult to identify who's who, or whatever. It's just an easier, faster way to know that it's a microchip, it's a unique digit, and that can be connected to the pet parent, so on and so forth, right? So that's the thing about microchip, guys. I thought I'd just give you a brief overview about microchips, hows and the whys. I hope I've sort of given you some amount of clarity on microchips. But if you guys do have more questions, feel free to drop in your comments. I will try and answer them, as in how I can. Right. So till we meet the next time for another, session on pet travel and trying to simplify the processes and things that go into pet travel. Take care. See you guys. Bye.